you think you know our solar system? Think again. What lies above and below our cosmic neighborhood will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about our place in the universe. Picture this: you've spent your entire life thinking our solar system is like a neat little family portrait. The sun in the center, planets orbiting in a nice flat disk, and then nothing. Just empty space until you hit the next star, right? Wrong. That mental image is one of the biggest illusions in astronomy. The reality is so much more incredible, so much more complex, and so much more mind-blowing than anything you've ever imagined. Our solar system isn't a simple disk floating in empty space. It's a three-dimensional cosmic structure embedded within layers upon layers of invisible boundaries, ancient crime scenes, and recently discovered regions that extend so far they make the distance to Pluto look like a walk to your mailbox. And here's the kicker: we're not even sitting still in this cosmic neighborhood. We're cosmic immigrants, travelers who wandered into a region carved out by one of the most violent events in galactic history. The evidence of this cosmic crime is literally raining down on Earth right now, and scientists only figured this out recently. Let me tell you about the most incredible cosmic crime scene in our galactic neighborhood, and we're living right in the middle of it. About 14 million years ago, something absolutely catastrophic happened in our region of the Milky Way. Up to 1,000 massive stars, each one dozens of times more massive than our sun, all exploded as supernovas at roughly the same time. Imagine the most powerful nuclear weapons ever created, then multiply that by a number so large it doesn't have a name, and you're still not even close to the energy released by just one of these stellar explosions. These weren't just any explosions. These were cosmic excavators, carving out a massive cavity in space with the sheer force of their shock waves. The result? A gigantic bubble in space, 1,000 light-years across. That's 6 trillion miles in diameter, with walls made of the compressed debris from these ancient stellar explosions. This bubble is called the local bubble, and here's the mind-blowing part: we're living inside it. But wait, it gets even more incredible. Our sun wasn't even born when this cosmic catastrophe happened. We're like cosmic detectives who wandered onto a crime scene millions of years after the fact. Our solar system only entered this bubble about 5 million years ago, which in cosmic terms is like arriving at a party just as it's winding down. And here's how we know this actually happened. The evidence is literally falling from the sky. Scientists have found radioactive iron-60 in ancient seabeds on Earth. This isotope has a half-life of only a few million years, which means it should have decayed long ago. But it's still here, still detectable, because our solar system passed through the shell of this cosmic bubble where recent supernovas were still going off, sprinkling their radioactive byproducts throughout our neighborhood. We are living inside a cosmic bubble blown by ancient stellar explosions, and the radioactive evidence of this violence is embedded in our planet's history. Now, if you think that's mind-blowing, wait until you hear about the invisible boundaries that surround our solar system. Boundaries so vast, they make the local bubble look like a soap bubble in comparison. Let's start with something that will completely redefine your understanding of where our solar system actually ends. Forget everything you think you know about the edge of our cosmic neighborhood. Most people think our solar system ends at Pluto, maybe at the Kuiper Belt. But that's like saying your house ends at your front door when you actually own 50 acres of land. The reality is so much more staggering. The true boundary of our solar system is something called the Oort cloud, a spherical shell of trillions of icy objects that surrounds everything we consider to be our solar system. And when I say surrounds, I mean surrounds. This isn't a disk like the planets. This is a three-dimensional bubble of cosmic debris that extends in every direction, above, below, and all around us. Here's where the numbers get absolutely insane. Pluto, which we think of as being incredibly far away, orbits between 30 and 50 astronomical units from the Sun. 1 astronomical unit is the distance from Earth to the Sun, about 93 million miles. So Pluto is roughly 3 to 5 billion miles away. The Oort cloud, it starts at 2,000 astronomical units and extends out to 100,000 astronomical units. That's 186 billion miles to 9.3 trillion miles from the Sun. To put this in perspective, that will absolutely melt your brain. If you could travel at the speed of light, 671 million miles per hour, it would take you 8 minutes to reach Earth from the Sun. It would take you 4.5 hours to reach Neptune. But to reach the inner edge of the Oort cloud, you'd be traveling for 10 to 28 days. And to reach the outer edge, You'd be on that light-speed journey for up to a year and a half. NASA's Voyager 1 spacecraft, which is currently the most distant human-made object, traveling at about 1 million miles per day, won't even enter the Oort cloud for another 300 years, and it won't exit the other side for 30,000 years. The Oort cloud extends 1/4 to halfway to the nearest star. Our solar system is absolutely massive, and we had no idea. But here's where things get even more incredible. In 2024, astronomers made a discovery that has completely revolutionized our understanding of our solar system's true size. Using the Subaru telescope in Hawaii, working with NASA's New Horizons mission, scientists discovered something that shouldn't exist, according to our previous models. 11 mysterious objects orbiting the Sun at distances between 70 and 90 astronomical units. Now you might be thinking, so what? We've found objects in space before, but here's why this discovery is absolutely earth-shattering. These objects exist in a region where there should be nothing. The known Kuiper belt, where objects like Pluto live, extends from about 30 to 55 astronomical units. Beyond that, there's supposed to be a gap-empty space until you reach the Oort cloud, thousands of astronomical units away. But these 11 objects are sitting in that gap between 70 and 90 AU, suggesting the existence of what scientists are calling Kuiper Belt 2, an entirely new region of our solar system that we never knew existed. This isn't just finding a few more rocks in space. This discovery suggests that our solar system is fundamentally different from what we thought. The original Kuiper Belt always seemed small compared to the debris disks around other stars, leading scientists to think our solar system was somehow unusual or stunted. But if Kuiper Belt 2 is real, and the evidence is mounting, it means our solar system isn't small at all. It means the primordial solar nebula that formed our planetary system was much larger than we ever imagined. It means there could be more dwarf planets, more objects, maybe even more surprises, waiting to be discovered in the outer reaches of our cosmic neighborhood. And here's the kicker. These 11 objects were found in just a small patch of sky. If they're representative of what's out there, we could be looking at thousands or even millions of objects in this newly discovered region. Now let's zoom out even further and talk about what's truly above and below our solar system on the grandest scale imaginable. You see, our entire solar system, including the newly discovered Kuiper Belt 2 and the vast Oort cloud, is just a tiny speck floating in an even more mind-blowing cosmic structure, the Milky Way galaxy. But here's something that will completely change how you think about our place in the universe. We're not sitting in the middle of our galaxy like most people imagine. We're actually floating above it. The Milky Way is shaped like a cosmic pancake, a flat disk about 100,000 light-years across, but only about 1,000 light-years thick. Most of the galaxy's 200 billion stars, most of its gas, dust and cosmic activity all exist in this relatively thin disk. And where are we? We're floating 75 to 100 light-years above this cosmic pancake, in what astronomers call the galactic suburbs. Think about what this means. Below us lies the dense, bustling galactic disk with its spiral arms, star-forming regions, and cosmic highways of gas and dust. Above us stretches the galactic halo, a vast spherical region filled with dark matter, ancient stars, and globular clusters that formed when the universe was young. We're like cosmic observers sitting on a hill, looking down at a vast city of stars spread out below us. Our position gives us a unique perspective on the galaxy's structure, but it also means we're in a relatively quiet, low-density region of space. And here's something even more mind-blowing. We're not staying put. Our solar system is slowly oscillating up and down through the galactic plane like a cosmic yo-yo, completing one full cycle every 60 to 70 million years. Right now, we're above the plane and slowly moving closer to it. This cosmic motion has profound implications. Some scientists have suggested that our passages through the denser galactic disk might trigger mass extinction events on Earth by disturbing the Oort cloud and sending comets careening toward the inner solar system. But there's another invisible boundary surrounding our solar system that's absolutely crucial to our existence, and most people have never even heard of it. It's called the heliosphere, and it's essentially a massive magnetic bubble created by our sun that extends far beyond the orbit of Pluto. This isn't just empty space, it's a dynamic, constantly changing region where the solar wind, a stream of charged particles flowing from the sun at 1 million miles per hour, crashes into the interstellar medium. The boundary of this cosmic shield is called the heliopause, and it's located about 120 astronomical units from the Sun, roughly 3 times further than Pluto. NASA's Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft have both crossed this boundary and are now sending back data from interstellar space itself. What they've discovered is mind-blowing. The region just beyond our solar system is filled with cosmic rays, magnetic fields, and particles that would be deadly to life on Earth if not for our Sun's protective bubble. Voyager 1, now more than 164 astronomical units from the Sun, recently detected what scientists are calling a wall of fire, a region of intense cosmic radiation that marks the true edge of our solar system's influence. This discovery, made in 2024, shows that even after nearly 50 years of travel, these incredible spacecraft are still making discoveries that revolutionize our understanding of our cosmic neighborhood. The heliosphere isn't just a passive boundary, it's a dynamic breathing structure that expands and contracts with the solar cycle. During solar maximum, when the Sun is most active, the heliosphere swells outward. During solar minimum, it contracts. We're living inside a cosmic lung that breathes with an 11-year rhythm. Let's take a moment to truly comprehend the mind-blowing scale of what we've just discovered about our cosmic neighborhood. Start with Earth, travel 93 million miles and you reach the Sun. Travel 30 times farther and you reach Neptune. Travel another 20 times farther and you reach the heliopause, the edge of the Sun's magnetic influence. But we're just getting started. Travel 50 times farther than that and you might reach the inner edge of the Oort cloud. Travel another 50 times farther and you reach the outer edge of the Oort cloud, halfway to the nearest star. And all of this, our entire solar system with its newly discovered Kuiper Belt 2, its vast Oort cloud, its protective heliosphere, all of this is just a tiny bubble floating in the local bubble, which itself is just one small cavity in the galactic disk, which is just one galaxy among trillions in the observable universe. The numbers are so large they become meaningless to our human brains. We're talking about structures that extend for trillions of miles, embedded within structures that extend for thousands of trillions of miles, all of it moving through space at hundreds of thousands of miles per hour in cosmic dances that have been playing out for billions of years. And here's perhaps the most mind-blowing fact of all: we've only just begun to explore these regions. Let's take a moment to truly comprehend the mind-blowing scale of what we've just discovered about our cosmic neighborhood. Start with Earth, travel 93 million miles and you reach the Sun. Travel 30 times farther and you reach Neptune. Travel another 20 times farther and you reach the heliopause, the edge of the Sun's magnetic influence. But we're just getting started. Travel 50 times farther than that and you might reach the inner edge of the Oort cloud. Travel another 50 times further and you reach the outer edge of the Oort cloud, halfway to the nearest star. And all of this, our entire solar system with its newly discovered Kuiper Belt 2, its vast Oort cloud, its protective heliosphere, all of this is just a tiny bubble floating in the local bubble, which itself is just one small cavity in the galactic disk, which is just one galaxy among trillions in the observable universe. The numbers are so large they become meaningless to our human brains. We're talking about structures that extend for trillions of miles, embedded within structures that extend for thousands of trillions of miles, all of it moving through space at hundreds of thousands of miles per hour in cosmic dances that have been playing out for billions of years. And here's perhaps the most mind-blowing fact of all: we've only just begun to explore these regions. The Oort cloud has never been directly observed. We know it exists because of the comets that occasionally fall from it toward the Sun. Kuiper Belt 2 was just discovered in 2024. The local bubble was only mapped in detail in recent years. We are cosmic explorers living on the edge of the greatest frontier imaginable, and every new discovery reveals that our universe is stranger, larger, and more wonderful than we ever dared to imagine. The universe isn't just stranger than we imagine. It's stranger than we can imagine, and we're lucky enough to be living right in the middle of it all. What's above and below our solar system? Everything. Absolutely everything. And it's more incredible than you ever dreamed possible.